Hi, everyone. How are we doing today? That's good. I don't know how many. One, two. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Trying to finish up this thing I started yesterday. Um, I made a shrug that was purple, but it was way too tight. I did not. I did it all by like, oh, this is big enough. I think it's big enough, and I didn't really like try it on while I was making it, and then I put it on, and I was like, I'm being strangled. So I decided to make another one, but it's a lot looser fitting. Let me see if I can like. I'll try it on for you. Oh my goodness. Oh, oh no. Okay. Okay. Fixed pits. There we go. See, I did like a little ruffle sleeve. Very nice. Very nice. Um, yeah, it's a little short in the back, but I think I'm okay with that. It's whatever. It's just like I want to wear this over like tank tops and things like that because I don't know, wearing a tank top to work feels a little. I work alone, so it's not like anyone's in the building with or like my office with me, so I don't really have to worry about that. But it just doesn't feel like I don't know, it doesn't feel professional. So I feel like this would be nice to wear over top of that. I did run out of this top stuff. I saved just enough to like do here. I wanted to do it on the other side, but I think I'm just gonna have one arm that way. So that's why I had to do it in this like other material. I don't mind it really. I kind of want to do some like star appliques. I think I said that right. French, French. Um, as like little, like supports on the elbows, and maybe I'll do like a little one here or something. Um, yeah, I think I would do it here because this is here, so it's a little, yeah, balanced out. Yeah, this is how it's going. Um, Yeah, the other one I couldn't even try on, like with a shirt underneath it. It was way too tight. It was like tank top or nothing. I was like, well, I can't exactly walk around with this because it literally just goes to here. And I'm like, well, bra, that's literally all I can wear with it. So yeah, maybe I will give it away. I'm not quite sure. It would probably fit a small child. Um, anyway, so yeah, that's going. I'm working on a star blanket. It's definitely taking some time because I haven't been keeping with it. I know. I'm very lazy. This is what I got so far. It's a little wrinkled because like it's been sitting on my chair for a while, so it's a little messed up. But oh, come on, that's what we got so far. It's like a nice mat for the table, a little dinner mat. Um, Let me see. Is there anything else worth talking about? We got our first daffodil in the yard. Very exciting. Yeah, that was my mom gave me that on Friday, and yeah, I wanted to show you. So I dried some flowers. Yeah, I dried some flowers a couple weeks ago. I left them hanging in the basement. So I did. I have one bundle that's in the other room, and that has daisies. Yeah, I think. And I did roses for this one. But they're all like really beautiful. Look at that. Ow, you're poking me. It's still sharp. Yeah, gorgeous. Look at that. No, they kind of smell like roses still. I was not expecting that. That one really does. Yeah. So I have these like hanging over my vanity that I do not Pieces of vanity. Trying to think of other things. I don't know. I just, to everyone that commented on my rant that I had the other day, thank you. Definitely was upset. um, Family stuff is hard. I don't think it will ever stop being hard. You're kind of forced to deal with people that you don't know if your personalities are going to jive well, like at least with friends, you pick them. A whole idea of a found family is that like you all really like each other. With a family, it's like just forcing a whole bunch of people in a room and wanting them to get along, but you're not always going to get that. And that's fine. I just, I don't know. I think sometimes I get a little impulsive and I decide that I'm sick of being so lonely when it comes to family, and I reach out and then I'm like, oh, man, why did you do that? Um, so yeah, I kind of regret reaching out to my dad. I still haven't heard back from him. I'm trying to like ignore that. I'm thinking about deleting it, but whatever. Like I'll just leave it. It's whatever. I mean, it's not whatever. I'm obviously hurt by it, but I'm just saying it's whatever because it's out of my hands now. Like I did what I did. I know it was stupid, and I know it really doesn't clear anything up, and it probably won't, even if he does respond to me. I kind of came up with the idea, well, came to the realization, not the idea, that there's nothing really anyone could say to me that would make me feel better. For the longest time, it felt like if someone came into my life and said like the magic words, I would feel released, like I would feel better. And I I had my comfort characters and stuff that I would create, and I would imagine them saying so many variations of words to me or doing so many things to like comfort me. And none of it fixed anything. And those exercises helped me realize that the bruises that I have, the deep void in my soul, is not so easily fixed by an explanation or an apology or anything really. It's something I'm just going to have to work with for a long time. And I don't think I really realized that until recently. When I was in high school, having like anxiety or depression, people thought it was like cool, like you've got lore and you're interesting and you're quirky. And people love saying, like, oh, like I'm so OCD, like all of these, you know what I'm talking about? Like people just loved saying, like, oh, I had 3 panic attacks this morning. It's like so crazy. And having like genuine, not to say that people don't have genuine anxiety, I'm not saying that, but after having imposter syndrome my entire life, right, and finally coming to terms that I do have certain afflictions, I'm realizing that it's not cool to be mentally ill, and it's actually very sad, and it's not something I want to dictate my life. I don't want to let it have that power, but it's not this cool thing that's there. It's like you are at a disadvantage, or at least it feels like that to me, where you're not on the same page as everyone else. And I've always been a late bloomer, so I'm always very acutely aware of what it feels like to be behind. So I think, I don't know, sitting with it and realizing that this is a lifetime thing, and the hurt that has been done, it's going to take time, and there's nothing one person can say that's going to fix it. Not to say that you can't be there for people, that you shouldn't support them, but it's just that I feel a little delusional, when I think about my younger self, where I just seriously thought, like, if my white knight on his horse came by, and he picked me up from this, it'd be all better. But I did that in my mind, maladaptive daydreaming. I thought about it all the time, daydreaming. I still have so many stories, but nothing can fix it. accept you, accept yourself. And I think a big thing that I want to try going forward is inner child work, because I did one recently. I was watching a video and I didn't realize that it was about like inner child work. I thought it was just talking about like family dynamics, and then it did like there was a short like hypnotherapy kind of thing, which I don't think it was like hypnosis exactly, but it was just like an imaginative sequence, things that I've done with myself, right? It was like, imagine a child comes knocking at your door and they're obviously not well. Imagine it's you. That's you saying, like, no, it's not even like it's you. It's just there's a child, and whoever you immediately think of uh, is most likely going to be you, or at least some part of you that whatever's going to come up is going to resemble something in you, and or something of you. And I was really thinking about it, and when I was doing that little exercise, it felt very emotional. And I'm thinking how kind I was to that child that came on my doorstep, or all of the dreams that I used to have, where I used to think of, not think of, but the dreams I had where I would find babies on doorsteps, and it was my job to like take them places and protect them. And how I really want to get into like big brother, big sister programs, but I'm worried that I need to get settled on my medication first before I commit to anything with anyone, because last thing I want to do is be impulsive and join a group like that and be connected with a kid and then not be able to be there for them, because that is like cruel. So I have a lot of work to do before I can I have a lot of work to do before I think I can commit to something like that, but it's something on my radar. But I think that I'm so kind, to this inner child of mine. And it's hard for me to say that, right? Because I hate saying I'm kind. I think I'm really like a bad person inherently. I have bad impulses, I'm evil, whatever. But I'm just thinking that my first instinct with this kid is to bring them in and hold them and like bathe them and give them food and shelter and favorite movies and favorite stuffed animals and go on trips and things like that. It's like I want to do that for someone, but I'm so mean to myself right now. And there's such a disconnect there that I never really thought about, because it's like I used to be very angry with my younger self because I thought, she was stupid. But then I realized that wasn't me thinking that. That was just what was instilled in me, to think that all kids are stupid, because I believed that as a kid and I grew up with that thought. And now that I'm older, I realize that that's horrible. And I really do love kids. Um, I would love to foster one day. I don't think that I'm strong enough to actually have my own kids, and I don't think that's just really in the cards for me. But I I really do like the idea of fostering, or just being there and being a stable place for someone who really needs it. And I don't know. I just looking at the like inner child work, I'm realizing that I'm very mean to myself right now, and I kind of have to reparent myself and learn how to be a lot kinder, because that's the only way I'm ever going to get better. Because mental health and all of this journey that we're on, it's a lifetime. That's not something that you just do for 10 minutes and then you're like, oh, I did it. I'm completely cured. Like it just doesn't work like that. Um, Unfortunately. So coming to terms with everything, I think is I just have to. It's uncomfortable. I don't like sitting when it's quiet. I always have to be listening to music or watching a YouTube video or crocheting or playing Silent Hill 2 and staring at Maria's ass. um, God, I was playing Silent Hill 2 yesterday. I'm texting my boyfriend. I'm just gonna call him Bear because that's, easiest for me. I don't want to give his name. And he, I was fighting the nurses, and I haven't played Silent Hill 2, the remake version, in a while. Like I got PS5 for Christmas. I asked my mom if she'd be willing to go halvesies with me because I didn't want to spend $500 on a new game system because I had the PS4, but there was a lot of games that I wanted that aren't on PS4 now. So I was like, "Are you willing to go halvesies?" And then she ended up just buying me the whole thing for Christmas, and it was really great. But I haven't touched all that much, which I've been feeling really guilty about because I love video games, but I just feel like there's better things to do with my time. Like there's so many things I want to do that video games just rank so low on the poll that I just feel bad. But I had been playing Silent Hill 2 like the day after Christmas, and I was like really into it, and then literally crickets. Like I just did not pick it up, didn't think about it, anything. And then I decided, I was like, okay, I'm gonna play. I have nothing else to do. I feel like crap, and I am going to escape a little bit, do a little bit of escapism. And oh my god, I'd finally just gotten comfortable with fighting the enemies again because I was like, okay, hit, dodge. Some of them you shoot them in the legs and then they get staggered, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm going in for the kill. These fucking nurses, man. I'm not very good at aiming at the legs, by the way. Like I've got piss poor aim, always have. And oh my god, they grab your weapon, they grab the pole you're using and like shove you back. And I'm like, you know what, wenches? I hope you enjoy being turned into hamburger meat. I hope you enjoy it. I really hope you do. When I curb stomp your head into the floor until I hear crunching, I hope you enjoy it. Grabbing my weapon like that. I hope you like my pipe. It's going in your head. Anyway, I was like texting Bear that, and he just was like, LOL. I was like, yeah, I know. I'm just like, I'm so like quirky like that, you know? Yeah. Finally, do you ever do that? I do this a lot. I like wrap my pinky around like I don't know why. I just do that from time to time. Yeah, I'm hoping that I can get back into gaming. I in Silent Hill 2, I think I just left the hospital. I've played the original, so I know the story and everything, but I don't know that much about the remake, so everything's kind of new to me. And short tangent, I was so mad when everyone was freaking out about Angela because as someone who like resonated with her and I look like her, I was like, why are people being so mean? Like, what is with like whatever? I don't know. I think it's really cruel when people are mean to like the actors that play characters in like video games and stuff and they like call them ugly and all this stuff. It's like and not to mention like with context, if you know anything about Angela, how fucked up it is to be like, oh, she doesn't look fuckable to me. I don't know, maybe think about that. Maybe take some space for that. Sit down with it. Take it out to dinner. Have a thought before you speak, you know? Um anyway, yeah, small tangent. I love Angela. I hope she's having a great day. Um anyway, hope you're having a great day and happy Monday. It's over. Thank God. Worst day of the week is over. We did it. We did it. We survived. Now we have the rest of the week, but it's all downhill from here. So very exciting. Um, bye, friends.